Hey people, and I am back with another, well, I wouldn't say another movie review, it's a series review, a TV show review. And today, this will be a review where can't really say the full name of this because, of, guidelines and stuff like that, because it involves a swear word in this movie. I don't know if the YouTube will allow me to post this, I don't know. But this show is, I'm going to keep calling it a movie by accident. This series is a bit of, I don't know how to describe it. A friend of mine suggested it to me, suggested that I should watch it because she said it was kind of funny. But and I'm pretty sure all of you have seen this trailer for on TV before. It's fairly recent. I think it was around for over a year ago or something like that. It's I thought at first it was going to be funny and such. I didn't know what to expect from this show. I thought it was going to be genuinely funny. It's not what I thought it was going to be and how it's going to turn out. It's called The End of the Effing World. Yes, you heard that right. That's basically what it's called. It's not how I thought the storyline was going to go. I thought it was going to be about people that were stuck in the apocalypse and there's a lot of humor involved during the apocalypse and stuff like that. I thought it was going to be funny in that sense, but it wasn't really like that. It was about basically about two kids that are in school and something like that. And they take and they get annoyed at their family's lives, back home. So I think the guy takes his dad's car, drives with it, and a lot of crazy stuff starts happening. And it just got a bit mental from there in a sense. Like not mental in like all really wacky and crazy, but they start to do some bad stuff along the way. They encounter some things, this is and they get weirded out by stuff and freaked out. It's basically the boy is a psychopath. He's killed animals and whatnot, and the girl is just similar to him mentality wise, and she likes him, and you see some. I don't know. I don't think she knows. I don't think I'm finished with season one. I don't know how many episodes I'm in on that one because it's very short. Each episode is quite short. You think it should be half an hour long? It's actually like 20 minutes or just over that time. It's really quite short. Now the first one or two episodes, I thought it's going to be kind of funny. The humor actually so far is on my level. The way they were communicating with each other at the start was kind of funny, especially how they were swearing about stuff. It was kind of okay and funny at the start, but it got really really stupid, annoying, and a bit serious. There's a scene where I'm gonna give a bit of spoilers here, so if you don't want to go ahead, but just be careful because my videos can contain spoilers in these movies and shows. But there's a scene where they broke into like a house because they wanted somewhere to stay since they crashed their car crashed. Um, so they're in there. They find out they stay at this person's house. Then they find that the person stay out. The guy's like he's done stuff to girls before, and so he walks to the door and he sees like this girl in bed. I've forgotten her name now. I've forgotten the character's name. So he sees her in bed, and then he starts like yeah trying to get his way in. But the boy was under the bed, and he proceeded to murder him and stuff like that. So it's kind of like it kind of is a very strange show. I don't know, it's show series. I'm going to probably say series. It's a very strange series, to be fair, to watch. I don't really know how to describe it. The characters are dead weird. It is. It definitely looks like my sort of humor. If it was better, it does like the sort of humor where some guys acting crazy and just stands there that oh, it looks like we're going, man. It wasn't like that. It turned out very disappointing. I had so much hope and promise of the show because it was advertised so many times. I think it was on E4, I'm pretty sure. Um, and it just got really, really serious. I got disappointed by it. They didn't even make no scene funny. Like the officers that came in, I was kind of they could have done better with that one. But it turned out to be quite a really boring series. I wouldn't say it was terrible. I would say it was quite boring and dull, and a bit too like serious. I don't really know. I don't know if they're kids. I think they might be teenagers. I can't be sure of their ages. So bear in mind, I don't want to say anything over the top. Like, 'cause there was one scene where, yeah, they're inside this guy's house and they start drinking and she starts like, okay, it is acting, so there's obviously not alcohol in it, but there was a scene where they go drinking and crazy and this guy was a bit nervous to actually talk to her, do stuff with her. It's a really strange show. I don't know how to describe the show actually. You're gonna have to watch it for yourself because bear in mind I do give out a lot of spoilers in the videos I've done. So it's better if you watch these shows and movies for yourself, then you can give your own rating on it, or just comment in my videos to see what rating you would give it. It's only a matter of opinion, by the way. So yeah, so I've stopped with that good series, two good series, two good movies type thing. I've had enough of that. I'm just going to do anything that I've already watched or I've seen time ago, whatever. That's what I'm going to do. Instead of doing, two good movie reviews, two bad ones. Just go with whatever that comes to mind and try and see whatever I've seen recently. So if I had to give this a rating, the acting. The acting obviously suits it. I think that's the whole part of the theme. I can't say it's terrible acting because they actually did pretty well. The boy that acts like a psycho is perfect for the role. Psychos would tend to act all like, serious like that, or, give you a glare like they're targeting. So I think the show is meant to, the actors are meant to be acting like that. So I can't really say the acting's bad. I've seen movies where the acting is so poor that I don't even think it could be done that way. This here, I think it's supposed to be done like that. So I'm not gonna even, that's not gonna affect the rating on this one. You could say it's average. The humor could have been better. It's tough because it could either be a 5 or below. There's no way this is above average. The first two just about saves its life because that's how they should have continued. Continued, but then again, I don't know. I'm not in the room with the directors and producers. I don't know. Like this is probably how they wanted it to go, and this is how the storyline was meant to go. So I can't really criticize that much about them. But when you make stuff like this and you say it's a comedy slash whatever, you got to have the comedy in it. Adventure is easy. Just make it go on a trip. Make the characters go on a trip. Have humor. That's all you need. Action. Just have fighting scenes and stuff. Like comedy's hard to do because you have to make sure it's actually funny. Now people will laugh at different things. I laugh at something that's actually relatably funny, and not something that's over the top stupid. Now people might laugh at Bigfoot or Bust movie, but I don't see anything funny with it. That for me that's the truth. That's a fact in my opinion. So I don't know. They obviously had to make it somehow like this. It's not how I thought it would be. They did kind of throw in it with the titles. So that was the title. Comedy titles are not what you think. They could have a title about something like but it's not related to that. So it's hard to give. It's hard for me to give this a rating because I really, I really wish it was better. It's definitely not a 7. It's not. I rated movies a 7. They kind of needed a bit more. This needed a bit more work on the comedy. I think it's just below average. I think a 4 out of 10 is about right. It's not bad. It's definitely not worth a 3, 2, or 1. 1 would be atrocious. It's not atrocious. And maybe it did get funnier. I just haven't seen the rest of it. I'm giving my own opinion on it so far. Um, I mean, I guess even if I did watch the rest of it, it might be the same rating. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. I think for me, that's actually just about right. That's probably generous, but that is probably about right. They needed just a tad bit more on the humor. Like if you're gonna have something comedy, don't just have one scene where you're laughing. Keep going with it. Just like the movie I've seen like like just like the movie Dirty Movie I've seen not long ago. That was hilarious. I seen that last year. That hit was hilarious with the jokes and punchlines into it. You got American Pie, which is kind of funny, which I probably won't talk about. Movies like that where they have some sort of humor going into it. This does not. This was disappointing. First 2 episodes, maybe even 3, was funny enough. Then they just stopped from there. So if you enjoyed this TV series review, please give it a like, comment below, share with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the notification below, and I shall see you in my next video.